I want to welcome you to Dream Chasers Radio with me, your host, Young Diamond. What's up, peoples? How you doing? It is a great day, and you guys know how much I love authors, and we have one author on the show for you today. Don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. So I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in London, in Africa, in Asia, in India, in Canada, South America, Mexico, United States, everywhere all over the world. We're getting 250,000 people watching on just one of our avenues. Yeah, here we go. Sorry. Per month. And I'm just so excited about that. I'm so excited to have you on the show as well. And just everybody that just tunes in, it's wonderful. Please follow us on YouTube, Dream Chasers Radio, follow us on Facebook and all that good stuff. And now that we've gotten that out of the way, we got Michele on the show. Michele is the author of Keeper of the Shroud. Am I correct?
Yes.
Awesome. So tell me, okay, so this is one of many books that you've done, and you started writing like a long time ago. Tell me about this.
Well, I started writing in high school. I'm not going to say how many years that was ago, but it's quite a while. I've been a writer almost 30 years now, and I started with short stories. Anthologies were looking for short stories about inspiration, trials, triumphs, and I just started interviewing people, publishing, and that's how I became a national best-selling author. I've done it a few times. One of my stories was in Chicken Soup for America, and it was #1 on New York Times bestseller for about a month. That book was. It was right after 9/11. So I got into writing short stories. Then I started writing novels. And I went to school to write novels and creative writing. And now I'm going for my doctorate in education.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I've been very busy bee.
Yes, definitely. Something I would not do.
What, education or write a book?
Okay, so look, I can write a book. I can definitely write a book. It's education. I get so nervous. I think my blood pressure shoots up and I start freaking out. I get more panic attacks because I know the test is coming and I'm really bad at it. But I'm really good at learning.
Fair test taking.
Yes, it truly is. And you know, I don't know why I usually pass all my tests, but it's leading up to the test that freaks me out. So I can't really do it. I can't do it. It's just too much stress on my body. So, but I can definitely write a book, but I want to find out how many books have you written since then? And I mean, has it got any easier? And I know a lot of people think that they can actually live off of the money that they have in their books, you know, selling their books and everything. So there's just so many different questions.
Well, some of my books are my own books, which about 15 of them in all different genres. Wow. My latest book is called Birds of a Feather, that just got put out, and it's a thriller. It's actually kind of similar to The Birds by Alfred Hitchcock, and but it's a modern kind of take on it. It's kind of scary. But I actually have a reason why the birds attack. You know, Alfred Hitchcock did not. You were left wondering, would these birds attack again?
Yeah.
Well, what was the cause? But I actually put in the cause. So that's Birds of a Feather. But the book I'm here to talk about today is called Keeper of the Shroud. Yes. And I felt almost like a calling to write this book. It's about the Shroud of Turin, which is the burial shroud of Jesus. And of course, a lot of people don't think it's the actual cloth that Jesus, you know, had on his burial, but some people do. So I kind of leave it up to the reader, you know, whether they believe or not. It's really what it symbolizes, the sacrifice, and it's a romance. So without giving away too many spoilers, I'll just say that this shroud winds up in a horrible place where people don't believe, don't have any faith at all, and then miracles start to happen and people start to believe, and that causes a big problem in this castle because people were supposed to they kind of like worship like this tiger god that, so they weren't allowed to worship him, and that causes the conflict. It's a medieval romance. There's a lot of fighting in it. There's a lot of betrayal and things. I kind of symbolize it to like The Last Kingdom or Game of Thrones. It's kind of like, a quest for power and who is right and who is wrong. And so if you're into those kind of readings, if you like medieval romances, definitely check out The Shroud of Turin. It also was picked up by Dream Books Media, which I think you're familiar with.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely.
They're going to take it. They're making an adaptation to it. So they're making a movie script to it, and hopefully it will be picked up because it would be an awesome movie. I mean, really action-packed, love scenes, drama. I mean, it's awesome. It's awesome.
Ooh, it sounds great. It sounds interesting. It sounds like something I would definitely like curl up in the corner, and just got like,
Well, even if you're not sure if you believe the Shroud of Turin is really the burial cloth or not, it's really about what the shroud symbolizes. And people start questioning, start studying the religion, and that's what causes all these problems in this castle, is people are turning away from the tiger god and going to Jesus. So it's inspirational as well.
Wow, that sounds cool. That sounds really, really cool. Wow. So, okay. So you did that. I mean, it's been a minute. Okay. Nobody, knows, and you really put it out like big, but now it's big, right? And then you start writing.
It'll be even bigger.
Right. So then like you have like other books that came afterwards. Did you ever believe that you would be like an author of so many different books?
No, I never did. I just feel inspired. I get inspired by everyday life and everyday people all the time. And unfortunately, I am one of those authors where if you know me, you might wind up in the book. Maybe not exactly as yourself, but there may be character pieces in with one of my characters. Wow. Because I'm inspired. I mean, everybody has a story. Everybody has a story. And, if you listen, it's awesome. You learn so much about people, how to overcome so many trials in your life. So I am inspired by everyday people and everyday situations overcoming,
Yeah. Wow. So, okay. So what kind of character would I be if you were to write about me?
You'd be a diva.
Ooh,
you would be a diva that all the girls would be jealous of. Okay.
Goodness.
All right.
Why would they be jealous? I mean, I'm nothing to be jealous of. I'm telling you.
Queen or something.
Oh, thank you. I feel all cool and stuff. Wow. Okay. Well, let me know if you ever did. I go right ahead.
Okay, thank you. I'm glad I got your permission because I usually don't. I just do it. A lot of times, most people don't ever know because it's not exactly them,
I would love to have a copy.
Okay.
If you do, I would love to have a copy. I would love to read it because literally, you just never know what kind of influence you're having on other people. And I love to have that positive influence on other people to inspire them to go after their dreams and their goals. And if they want to write a book based on me, fine, go ahead, just give me a copy of it. I would love to have it in my library because I have a library in my front room and I want it in the front room in my library. Wow, this is amazing to me. Okay, so you are inspired by everyday life. Living is amazing to you. How do you really truly see the world differently than other people then? Because I mean, that has got to be something that, really is a little bit different than someone just kind of going through life. You know what I mean?
Well, as to be a good writer, you have to be a good people watcher. It's almost a hobby. Watch people, not stalkerish. That's a little too much. But you watch people and you can see so much just by watching them. You know, you'll be in a restaurant and two people will sit next to you. They could be an older couple holding hands and it just inspires you. Then you see a couple of people sitting, they don't even talk to each other. All they do is mess with their phones. So
Yeah,
everyday people are different, and you learn so much just by watching them and seeing how they react to certain situations.
Wow. Yeah, you're right. And maybe I am a people watcher, but not like a stalker.
Yeah.
I like that. Not a stalker. No stalking. No. So, okay, so you've got The Keeper of the Shroud, and you've got so many different other books. I mean, what's next for you?
Well, I just took I just had a book come out, Birds of a Feather.
Right.
And that's the one that just came out. It's just on Amazon now. I told you it's similar to the birds. Basically, these vultures ingest some toxin from the space shuttle. I live on the Space Coast. So and they get infected and they start attacking people. So there's actually a reason for it. Some people survive, some people don't. There's a romance in there. So I hope it captures people and takes off, because that would also make a great movie.
I think it would too. I mean, if the birds can get out there. Hello.
Boy, that one scared me. Did it scare you? Because it scared me.
Oh, look, okay. I didn't watch it because it was just already scary to me. The one thing that I did see all the way through that just really messed me up was Jaws. And I think people that know and have seen this show, I talk about this. And last year I got the chance to actually go down to Jersey Shore and see where it actually did happen. And it really freaked me out because it was based on a true story. Oh my gosh.
In Florida, you can go to Universal Studios and actually take a boat ride, and a giant shark leaps out at you, and there's fireballs and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I don't recommend that ride for you.
No, they took that down. They took that down. They did. They took it down. I think someone lost their life on that ride, and they had to take it down. But they do have the Jaws shark hanging by the tail, so you could take a picture. I don't even go over there.
Okay. Well, do you know what happened? Was it a fireball or was it? It couldn't have been the shark, because the shark was fake.
I have no idea what happened. When I started going there, they had already taken the ride down. I heard that someone either got injured or lost their life, or something to that effect.
Geez. Okay.
But yeah. I mean, you take a risk, you go on these rides.
That didn't help your fear, did it?
No,
it didn't.
No, ma'am. No. Now they have a water show where that used to be, which is nice. I attend that, but I don't want to go on a ride. I would never go on a ride with any,
no sharks. No. Okay.
No, I don't even like going to the beach.
Oh, geez, you got that scared.
I did. I don't. No. I'm good. I'm real good. I'm done.
Okay.
So, but I truly, truly love what you've done and your imagination. And, you have The Keeper of the Shroud, you have birds. Is it the birds or birds?
Birds of a feather.
Birds of a feather. Like birds of a feather flock together. Birds of a feather.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got it. Awesome. Well, I want to thank you so much, Michele, for being on the show. Where can people find your books?
Amazon.com. Just type in Michele Wallace Campanelli and my books will come up.
Awesome. We're going to have all that information in the description box below, so that way that people can find it easier and go and if you like the books, you know what I'm saying? Look. I
also write children's books as well.
You do what?
Yes,
children's books?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. So all of that is there?
Yeah. I work, yes, it should be online, Amazon. I work with the Space Coast Symphony. And we put on a concert maybe once a year based off of one of my children's books, and he gets music that will go along with it. And we sometimes ship the kids in on buses, and it's so much fun.
It's got to be a lot of fun. Wow. Well, Michele, Ms. Campanelli, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having me, Yaya.
Anytime, anytime. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in. And don't forget to go ahead and go to that link down there and check it out for yourself. You just may find your children's books and your Keeper of the Shroud and Birds of a Feather and all of the other stuff that comes in between, because you know what? It takes time to write books. And let me tell you something, authors are amazing people with great big imaginations, which I love. And so you just don't want to miss out on this. Thank you guys again so much for tuning in. And don't forget to dare to be different. Until next time, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.